it's amazing what kind of corruption we got in the government right now. What we got going on. I think Ken Paxton kind of hit it home because that's Texas politics. I mean, that's where we're at. You know what I'm saying? So, and even though if you don't know who he is, you seen the name on the boards driving down the street. To vote for him. So yeah, that's just crazy and nuts. But yeah, just that's Texas Republicans. But if we want to jump into it, corruption goes all the way around. I mean, the Democrats don't get off.
Oh no, not at all.
I mean, we got things going on with Senator Menendez out of New Jersey right now. They're straight getting bribed. Bribery, Egypt, gold bars. Look like a bad rap video. You know what I'm saying?
Would it look like a prison photo?
Niggas taking pictures with gold bars. Like what are you doing, dog?
What is happening?
Like,
I just heard about this Menendez thing, I think, yesterday, man.
Yeah, like, you know how rich you got to be to bribe somebody with a damn gold bar? Like, money represents gold. Now, you just giving people straight gold like that?
Right.
Jesus. And $500,000. Got his wife all tied up into it, man. I mean, this corruption is crazy.
Right.
That's going on. So, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, it comes from both sides. I mean, nobody can point the finger as a party and say, hey, man, y'all are corrupt. I mean, and like you said, if we start digging, and I think that's the fear of all these politicians. Everybody's got dirt somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But if your slip is showing, you'll get caught up. You're going to end up in court. You know what I'm saying? But and everybody ain't got a super majority like Texas where, you just do a straight crime.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like a good friend of ours said on Facebook, Ken Paxton up here running things like Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He's looking like Suge Knight up here. We know you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't want your AG all up in your video, all up
in your bills.
Come to the Texas State Senate. You know what
I mean? Basically, he felt that. Oh, just nearly 90% of all corruption cases investigated, because now they're investigated by the Texas Rangers, and 90% aren't prosecuted. So over 90%. So there's corruption on corruption on corruption, but a lot of times you're not going to hear about it. So you're only hearing about the big prosecuting cases. So it's happening.
Yeah, and Paxton is still under federal investigation right now for securities fraud, right? So outside of the Texas, impeachment thing, he also is under investigation by the Texas State Bar for professional misconduct. So he ain't out the water yet, but I mean, 16 counts and he got through those. I mean, to both of your points, I'm like, is this corruption just seems to be something is it like just accepted now? Is it like we're not surprised by it anymore? We know it's happening, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem with politics now is, and it's partially leading into our next topic. I think the distrust comes from, there is corruption, and I think that a lot of politics, as good as you think they are corrupted one way or the other. Even the guy that, Menendez is in Egypt or whatever. I'm not surprised that because basically he's using his being a U.S. senator to give Egypt favors, and they breaking them off with gold bars and stuff like that. I mean, and I guarantee you, if you probably look at every senator or something like that, there's some kind of arrangement like that's going on. You know what I mean? And that's why people are fed up with Washington, because you can't get nothing done.
Right.
So with that being said, they come up with crazy alternatives, trying to change things over. But that's because like dudes are getting up there, and when they're voting as congressmen, they're voting with their paycheck and not with their conscience and doing anything like that. Or who's going to take care of them?
Right.
And that's where the corruption leads. So nothing surprising to us. It's just crazy what people are doing and think they're going to get away with.
Right.
Like, you got to really be cocky. And I know I said this about 100 times. To hire your mistress and your wife is a congressperson. Like,
he hired
you just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nuts. Right. So, and all the other kind of things that he's doing, like, you ain't surprised at anything, but like, wow, that's as corrupt as people are really being. Is they just don't give a damn no more. They just do anything. You know
and we got presidents out there who are being accused of things, and people are just like, so what? Like, I mean,
accepted.
Yeah, it's accepted. Like Trump, even with Biden, like, I mean, I don't think Biden did anything wrong, and I think we're all at this table are in agreement with that. We don't think he did anything wrong because there's no proof of that. Hunter Biden did some stuff, which leads people to believe that Biden might have been involved. You know,
if you dig enough, we're gonna find
if he did,
something.
right? Will there be people out there saying, "So what?" Like Peter asked a question. He said, "So, is there a special prison for ex-presidents and current families?" And he's serious. He wants to know because he's from the UK. He said, "Correct me if I'm wrong, but you got 2 consecutive presidents with direct or indirect law issues right now. You got Trump and you got Biden. Like,
there isn't right now, but that's what I said. You can amend constitutions. There's no legal ramifications, right, for him. Like, he can still run as a president, even being a convicted felon. So those are changes we have to make in the U.S. But I don't think that we ever thought we would be here. You would think integrity. When you think of the president, it's like who becomes the president? You think of some type of moral compass. But what we learned is moral compass is like diminishing right now in the area that we are when it comes to the government. Now, I will shout out to Trump. It has, with him running and him being the president, I think more people are attuned to seeing what's going on with the government. You know what I'm saying? So the only shout out I can give him is that the fact that, people are attentive now. And I'm glad they're watching, they're seeing, they're reading. You know what I'm saying? So that's one good thing that Trump did for us is bring some type of insight on what's really happening in Washington.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't think we were going to have to amend the Constitution to say, hey, the president shouldn't have to go to jail.
Right.
We just never do. The president would be there. Like, like the president's up for charges.
Yeah, like
who thought that was going to ever happen?
A prison for presidents.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this, Gotham City, nigga? Like,
I don't need that, man.
Yeah, like, what the hell? We got to lock him up in a special prison and all this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but it's just the corruption has just been so much part of politics now. You said we're unscathed by it. It's like,
we don't care. Yeah. Like Biden just recently, there was an American prisoner in Iran, and they released him, and we negotiated with Iran. We're not supposed to be negotiated with terrorists or countries that are in that, and we actually unfroze nations. I don't know how much money it was, but we unfroze a lot of money.
I think it was $6 billion.
Yeah, $6 billion. Whoa, that's crazy. If $6 billion we unfroze so they can get their $6 billion they gave us a dude. And people are once again saying, okay, like, is that, it may not be corruption, but is that the right thing to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, should we be doing that? Because there have been plenty of people who we did not negotiate with in the past, and they just got free, like some of the Russian prisoners that they had over there. We told them no when they was like, give us so-and-so and give us so-and-so. But as soon as they got Brittany Griner, they was like, okay, we'll give you like this murdering guy who we got over here. You can have him and give us back Brittany Griner. So kind of like they make decisions on like, sometimes it's wrong to deal with terrorists in bad countries. And then it's like, we'll deal with them. Like, it's a double-edged sword. I don't think that they are consistent in their behavior, which leads to people accepting the corruption because they're like, I don't know what's right or wrong. Like, is this acceptable or not?
Yeah, I mean, and that prisoner exchange stuff is crazy. Yeah, they unfroze the money that already belonged to Iran, for them to do that, to get those people. And I don't know, man. It's I mean, I'm kind of it's kind of bittersweet. Because, and believe it or not, Iran, Russia, China, those people are enemies.
Right.
Like, that's why I don't understand a lot of times when people are playing around with them. Like, when you're dealing with those people, you're dealing with people who just really want to kill Americans.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
They want us to fail.
Yeah. Like, they're willing to kill us, you know? So, but on the other hand, you kind of, you got these people that are locked up over there and prisoners. Well, you don't want them see them sit over there all the time too. So I don't know all the intricacies that happen on doing that, but you want to see them come home, but you don't want to give Iran everything that they need to do that, and Russia also. Russia just be grabbing people for the hell of it.
Yep.
And then the Brittany Griner thing, I think she came to light because just she was famous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So A lot of these guys we grab, we don't know who they are, and we never gonna know who they are. I mean, we'll know their name a little bit if we look it up on Google, but Brittany Griner, everybody kind of, even though she wasn't, I ain't gonna say she's like Michael Jordan, but she was famous enough to
WNBA,
where,
right.
Yeah, to where it brought attention to it. So that attention factor, we know was a determinant on doing that.
Oh, definitely.
But these other guys are like reporters and, maybe with the CIA, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the case may be, they're over there and we have to figure out a way to negotiate and get them back. But like I said, I don't know if giving Iran $6 billion is good. The dude, the damn president, straight up, I'm gonna spend the money what I want to spend it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go buy a nuclear bomb right now with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. So, and unfortunately, you don't find those kind of things out till the end. Or, we in a damn war with them somewhere. So.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I guess I'm just gonna ask straight up. So why do we accept corruption in politics? And why do politicians accept it? Because I think, and I'm going to answer first, if you don't mind. I think that the politicians accept it because it's lucrative. They get money.
It's the bag.
It's the bag. It's just the bag, and they're willing to. They already got lobbyists. They got ways they could get money legally, but for some reason, the rich get richer because they're willing to take risk, and some of those risks is just corruption.
Yeah.
Right.
And we talked about it. We were talking about politicians just being too old to run, still in office. Well, why didn't they? Why don't they leave? It's the bag. You know what I'm saying? They still getting the money. Like Feinstein, she can't even make it to the Senate. You know what I'm saying? Like her office is straight empty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but she's still there, still holding on office to the last thing. Cause what? There's still some power or still probably some money rolling in some way or the other that she's not willing to give up. You know? Let's just be real. And then I think that leads into corruption. I just think some people are just over the top with it. And I think like this case with Ken Paxton, he's just over the top with corruption. Like you just gonna be in our face with it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you, like I said, if you probably dig deep and start looking at people's records, you find all kinds of stuff that we don't.
Money.
Yeah.
That's it. And Ken Paxton, when he came back and he was like, I'm coming for you. Like basically like so thugged out. Like, okay, so there's going to be political payback. I'm going to get rid of, who is his name? Phelan? The guy who started it anyways. He said, I'm calling for your resignation now. Oh, you want to come for me, so I'm going to come for you. I'm like, wow, that's what we do. And so again, it's just funny to me because I was like, you have all these articles here that talk about this very thing that supposedly you're not doing, but you're doing it right now. You say, I'm coming back to do it. I'm coming back to do
That's why we're trying
the
to get
very
rid of
thing
you.
that you said you didn't do.
Because you leaning on people.
Right.
We're trying to get
You're
rid of
leaning
you.
on people.
Now
That's
you gonna do it
exactly
again?
the whole bully, that is part of the articles. But anyway.
Well, they just gave him carte blanche to do it.
Exactly.
So why not start now?
What? Yeah. So let's talk about money. Now, as far as we as the people, I think that people don't understand. I think they see the corruption, but they don't know what to do. So, okay, so we know this is corrupt. I know this is wrong. What happened here was wrong. So what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
We as the people, how am I empowered to do anything?
Vote.
The only thing
all we keep saying is vote.
I keep going back to the same thing.
So
look
often.
and see who your representatives are. You can go back and research how each of these Republican senators, as well as your Democrats, voted. But do people go and do that? Did they go look at people's records and see, oh, this you said one thing, but look how your voting record said, And then I go into the booth and I keep pressing the same button for the same person over name recognition.
Yeah.
That's our problem, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just don't do our due diligence. So I don't think it's that we accept the corruption. I think some people are unaware of what to do, or they choose not to. It's one of the two. Either we just get comfortable and like, what does that mean for me? Or they really just don't understand how politics work.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, vote. I mean, that's what you do. You research your candidate and you vote.
Yeah, and then and stop just I'm gonna vote for this guy because they on the same damn team.
Right, because we wear the same jersey. This is not a football team, guys.
Republicans and Democrats, and they're playing the Democrats is this and Republicans.
I won't say
those
that.
are political parties.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, end of the day, it's how you voting and what you're doing. And I always tell people, make it simple. How they changing your life and making it better?
Exactly.
Ken Paxton ain't doing nothing for your life other than getting fat and rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
On
then
you.
got enough nerve to say, I'm coming for people.
Yeah.
After that's why we got you in here in the first place, because you be coming for people with your political position.
Yeah, and guess who pays for these cases? Like all this, the taxpayer. This is everybody don't pay taxes, but I'm gonna say this is some of my money, and I'm coming. That's why I educate myself about this.
Every time you go buy something in Texas, you're paying state tax.
You're paying. You are paying for this.
That's $6. Why is it $6.75? That's Texas state taxes right there. That's
Your good attorney
general. We don't
general.
have an income statement. We got taxes on everything else.
Right. Yeah. Your good old attorney general. So you are impacted. So you got to get out there and vote.
He's coming for you.
Right.
If you disagree with him.
Mm-hmm.